Hello, hello. It's Employer Branding Stars Podcast. My name is Barbara Zijk, and I've got two wonderful guests today from Portugal. So this is another case from this wonderful country, and a hot country, I would say. It's much hotter than here in Warsaw, but we're really happy and really lucky to have Beatriz from EDP. Just correct me if I'm not pronouncing it the best way. And we've got Mikel from Portugal. Mikel, I just want you to introduce yourself as you want. So I'm really happy to have you, and just reminding you that it's the one of the Employer Branding Stars awarded company. So I'm really proud of you. Congratulations once again, and waiting for your case study, waiting for your great work. So first, Mikel is going to be co-host today and is responsible for bringing Beatrice and us together. So so thank you very much. If you could say hello,
Yeah.
a few words about yourself in case our listeners see you the first time, which is
Thank
quite
you.
hard, but it's
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone that is attending this podcast. It's a wonderful opportunity to be here, representing Portugal as always. So I am the founder of the Portuguese employer branding community that I've started in 2015. So long time, 10 years since I've started this community here in Portugal, and it's been wonderful seeing Portuguese companies prospering and developing and creating wonderful new case studies for us to share in podcasts like this one. And this time, it's a real pleasure to have Beatriz here with me from EDP. EDP, from all of you that are abroad, is a very large company here in Portugal, but Beatriz will obviously talk about it a little bit more. But it's really interesting. It's an interesting case study for all of you, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did and as I do, looking at the development that EDP is having here in Portugal as well. So thank you so much, Beatriz, once again, and welcome to the podcast.
welcome.
Thank you, Barbara and Miguel, and hi everyone. I'm super happy to be here today. And as Miguel was saying, it's really important to have this space to speak about employer branding, sharing best practices. So I'm really excited to be here and also hear the other episodes from other companies and learn also from them. So I joined EDP 5 years ago, and since then I had the chance to work in different areas within the people and organizational department until I joined the talent attraction team. In the talent attraction team, our goal is to position EDP as an employer of first choice in our different markets to attract the best talent to join us in leading the energy transition. For those who don't know, and Miguel already did a sneak peek, EDP today is a global energy company committed to lead the energy transition, with around 13,000 employees spread in our 28 markets in 5 regions of the world.
Wow.
But EDP originally is a Portuguese company with a solid presence here in Iberia, where in general almost everyone knows the brands, which is not the case in the other markets where we are growing and where we have a more recent presence. So in the other regions, we have different levels of employer brand maturity, different talent attraction needs, because we have a really diverse value chain from the energy production, generation, until the client solutions, networks, and also the transversal, the support functions that support the whole value chain. So we have different profiles from different backgrounds that we need to attract to join us, which raises obviously many challenges in attracting talent. So this has been our focus to position EDP at a global level as an employer of first choice. And that is why for us it was a priority to start working and defining our employee value proposition, one that is common to all of our regions, and we started doing that by accessing it internally with our employees, doing a survey to understand what they feel that is the experience that they have in the company. We also did a benchmark outside to understand what candidates value the most in the companies to work for. And we arrived to the final result of our employee value proposition, which we aligned with our purpose. Our purpose is our energy and heart drives a better tomorrow. So we divided and we aligned the value proposition that we share with our candidates with the real experience that we have inside the company. So in the energy side of the EVP, we empower our employees through a positive and innovative work environment that promotes collaboration and agile decision making. This is one pillar of our EVP. The second one is aligned with the heart. So we respect and recognize each person, providing a flexible, healthy, and inclusive workplace with a set of attractive benefits and flexible benefits. And the last pillar is on the drive, and where we stand for providing a meaningful work experience and prepare our people for future challenges through a worldwide development opportunities. We have a strong internal mobility policy. We have teams dedicated to create solutions, development solutions, to ensure that who choose Earth and choose to join us in EDP can grow and have a development path, which can also challenge them to do the next step in their careers. So this is the EVP. Mm-hmm. And last year, we launched and communicated for the first time this EVP to the market. And we did that through the creation of a creative concept, because we have the EVP, right, which represents the work experience that we provide our employees, and we want our candidates to know what they can expect when they join the company, and to communicate it to the market in an engaging way. We try to, and we work closely with the brand and communication teams to create a creative concept that was appealing to our candidates, aligning three different narratives. The people narrative, which is our purpose, our energy and heart drives a better tomorrow. The brand narrative, which is we choose Earth. And the business narrative, which has our vision to lead the energy transition. So we came up with the creative concept of Earth is calling you to work with us. Are you answering this call? And this is the statement, the claim that we are using and that we are still using until since last year, when we communicated to the market with a global awareness campaign because we divided this activation in different stages, and we
Right.
continue that work. But we launched it in the first phase as an awareness campaign, and
Right.
we did a video, a manifesto, which portrays this value proposition. And a fun fact is that we invited our own employees to be the actors of the video. At that time, we were discussing, should we go for external actors, paid actors? Should we use our employees? And there was no doubt that we should have used, and we used and invited our employees, and the result was amazing. We are really proud of the final result. So we are happy to have made the right decision. And why does we thought about hiring external actors at that time? Because we didn't have much time, and we were thinking, my God, maybe people are not going to have the time to stop their agenda in 2 full days. We had 2 full days of recordings in the company. But then we invited the employees, and they were also available and engaged in the initiative. And it was really rewarding to see how engaged people were in representing the company in this video.
Right. So are we going to have a chance to see the video, or
Yes.
is this the video you showed me before?
Yes.
Maybe we
Can
should see it,
share.
right? So then there will be easier to set maybe some questions, because you already make me feel curious about how it looks like. So, right.
1 second. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes. Just turn off the captions, maybe. The legendas, legendas. If you
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So
Hello. If you're one of the famous 8 billion, this is for you. We are EDP, a global energy company leading the energy transition with offices worldwide, engaging more than 13,000 employees, and we have committed to become all green by 2030. The reason we are working towards this cleaner and better tomorrow is because we choose Earth. We choose Earth in the biggest decisions and the smallest ones. And we choose Earth because Earth is calling us. Earth is calling for game changers and thinkers, doers and believers. Earth is calling us to work for our communities, delivering forward-looking solutions and creating innovative, digital and agile ecosystems. Earth is calling us to be positive and diverse, to promote trust and sharing. Earth is calling us to dive into something challenging and meaningful, to explore flexible ways of working and to create new opportunities. Earth is calling you to grow through worldwide and empowering experiences. Earth is calling you to work with us at EDP. Are you answering this call?
Oh, perfect! Wow, that was great. It was like recalling. Great, and it was made with in Portugal. Really proud of you to produce such a beautiful things. But I'm surprised. It looks like those people are actors. Like they're not looking like.
no, they
Not
are
at all.
Did you find
internal
them?
talent. Yes.
I can attest that they are all employees.
Right. So how did you find them? It's like, was there a selection process? Like, oh, this is suitable or not?
We wanted to do like share, for example, applications for people to do the video, but companies really dynamic. We are always doing a lot of things at the same time, and we didn't had much time when we were deciding to do the recording so that the video could be ready in the timing that we had to launch the campaign. So at that time, we spoke with our business partners, local teams, and starting speaking with people that we knew, try to have some diversity of backgrounds, areas, profiles, and everything. And we reached a really good result.
Wow. No, it's looking really great. It's like Odin say, those are real people, like real working people, right? Not actors. So perfect. Pre-selection. It's like this is great. So tell me, it's like it was only 2 days of recordings, like shooting the video.
Yes, 2 intensive days of recordings, but our brand team was very focused, and they had everything planned. They have a lot of experience, so it was a really smooth process. So we had a schedule, and each employee knew when they were going to be required to participate. They had the makeup and everything, so it was a good moment. And at the end, we did a preview of the video with the employees that participated. So before we shared it to the market in our communication channels, we did like a movie session where we invited our employees to see the final results before we communicated to the market.
Wow. Right, so good job. Can we back a little bit to, I don't know, it's like it's me asking questions, but if you want to share anything,
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, you said about the EVP process and a lot of markets. So did you have you done this exercise, building or crafting the EVP on, including other markets, or is only for Portugal and you then roll it out? How was it, or how is it? What's the approach, if you can share? Because I've seen many approaches to how to set the EVP, how to roll it out, if there's many countries, or like one main country.
Yes, when we did this internal survey, we tried to have the representation and answers from different regions. We also did some focus groups with the leaders to test the concept at that time. But we had all the regions involved.
Regions, you meaning the countries, right?
Yes.
Not the region of Portugal.
Yes. And we tried to create an EVP that can be flexible, so that we can adjust the messages to the different needs of the regions and the personas that they need to attract, because in our different regions we have different talent personas that are prior. So we also did this work when we were defining the EVP. We also defined our talent personas. There are 7 talent personas, and we mapped their specific needs, their concerns, the aspects that they value the most in a place to work, the channels that they use the most. So generally speaking, of course. And we then adapted the messages of our EVP, or we selected the aspects of our EVP that match better the aspects valued by the personas. And in each region, we know which profiles we need more to impact, and we always try to highlight different aspects of the same value proposition, but we have flexibility to highlight according to what the different personas value.
Right. So it's kind of matrix, right, for communication with the personas. So but this video you showed us, this is like it's like a global, general of,
Yes,
what.
yes. The purpose of this video was to create awareness because, as I was saying in the beginning,
Yeah.
in Iberia, almost everyone knows the company, but in other markets, people don't. And one of our goals in the beginning was to have a general video to present the company. That's why we start by saying that we are a global company that is leading the energy transition, and we do this first overview of what we do, and then we try to specify the aspects of the value proposition and portray a little the experience that candidates can expect in EDP. And we targeted this campaign to the countries where we needed to increase this awareness.
What do you mean targeted? It's like using the channel, specific channels, or the
Yes,
messaging
we
itself?
did a paid media campaign
Right.
to target and to increase the reach of the video. So trying to impact the maximum of people that we could. So having more impressions and in the different regions so that people could see the video and see, oh, okay, EDP. Nice company. I identify with their purpose.
Yeah.
Let me check more and understand more about the company.
So what's I want to see more, like, so they're clicking on the video, or obviously not video, but the subtitle or whatever, and they go into the landing page that is in English, or it's
Yes, yes. And in this phase, we also, so we had these two different goals. One, promote awareness with the video, more general. And then we had specific and images, key visuals, with specific messages to impact the personas that last year we needed to recruit for the company. So we analyzed our workforce planning. We knew that we needed to hire specific profiles for that year. So we matched these two goals. And when we were trying to increase awareness, we also were doing a conversion campaign to recruit the profiles that we needed for that year in the different regions. So people clicked on the link, they went to our website landing page, a page that's was called Work With Us, had our claim, Heart is calling you to work with us, explaining our value proposition, and then people could apply to the specific campaign.
right. Okay, understand. I'm just thinking about this. This is very, for me, like, and I've seen a lot of research and insights and messaging. So this is very strong message. This is very strong message. It's like, this is very suitable, especially to the younger generations. But the climate situation these days worldwide is like, everybody is in kind of fear, because of that, because of what they hear, right? So, and then you come in with the earth is calling you
To work with us, yes.
Yeah, it's like
Yes,
this is bold, I would say. Were you not afraid?
definitely.
How did you get? How did you find this insight? It's like, were it coming from your people, like from your employees? Were they saying that? Like, maybe not that, because I know how to build how the marketing message is and what inside it. But are you sure is like this is not over promise, or because that is fascinating. Sorry,
No,
it's like
because
this personality just not
it's
going.
what we
Yeah.
do in the company, and it's really aligned with our business plan, our business narrative, the ambitious goals that we have. So our vision is to lead the energy transition. We are committed to become all green, and really wanted to reinforce this sense of urgency, because there is no planet B, and we know that this message resonates with people. And I think the main the thing that differentiate our employee value proposition from other companies is exactly this one, the meaningful work that people can do at EDP. Because when you join EDP, no matter where you are contributing for something bigger than you. You are contributing to drive a better tomorrow. It's in our purpose. So I think it's really aligned with what we do.
It is also like a perfect auto-selective message, because you probably only target people or just want to attract people who care.
Yeah,
It's like,
super. And
yeah.
actually,
Don't care about the planet. It's like just
Yeah.
it's not for you. That's work is not for you.
Yes.
So that's what I mean as auto-selective.
Super. And actually, in the different career fairs, employer branding events where we are present and we have the chance to speak with the students. For example, last year we had an international career fair. It was out of Portugal, and we had many international students, and many of them saw our stands. We have a backdrop, a banner, a hold up. I don't know how to call it. A backdrop with our claim. Heart is calling you to work with us. Are you answering this call? And we had many students coming to us saying, I don't know who is EVP, but I'm interested because I'm looking for a company that really is doing the good and has a meaningful purpose. I don't want to work in a company that is like doing something that is not good for my future. So I want to contribute, and I want to work knowing that I'm creating a positive impact in the world. And it was curious because we had many students who didn't know EDP, and it caught their attention.
Yeah, that's the beauty, like masterpiece of crafting the good messaging. I didn't know you, but I want to work for you, right? And that's so strong insight and so strong message. And it's perfect tailored to the younger generations, right? Who look for purpose and they care a lot. So great. I'm proud of you, really. I know it doesn't matter that much, but it's like, I really like the messaging and the bravery, and because it takes courage to just say something like that, right? You have to deliver that. You cannot just overpromise. You have to be sure that this is true.
Today we have a lot of greenwashing and everything.
That's true. Greenwashing is the perfect example. So I'm just wondering, is like, do you have any feedback or something to say about if people in different regions, how they react, if they react differently to this messaging, or looking at, I don't know, any feedback like qualitative or quantitative?
Yes, we have some markets where the message don't resonate because people are not so aware or worried as, for example, here in Europe. And in those cases, I mean, we keep the message, but we try to adapt and maybe focus more, not being so inspirational and be more technical or business focused. But the purpose is there. But yes, we have some challenges in some of our markets.
I'm not going deeper because that's obviously the next question. Which countries are not resonating with that? But you can be proudly, guys. I don't want you to share that because that's
just let me, Barbara, give my 2 cents, because I'm going to say it, Beatriz, because we help, obviously, at EP. I work for a different company, that not the Portuguese employer branding community, of course, but the company that I work for, we help EDP, and I think the one of the beauties of working with EDP is exactly what Beatriz was mentioning in the beginning, is when you place two different perspectives going at the same time. So we have an awareness campaign going on, and then we have a conversion campaign entering as well. And they
Right.
both complement each other. And I think this works really, really well. So the video is there, but then we have key visuals that are different than the video. They are super directed at the talent personas that they want to attract. So
Yeah.
this, I think, is really the way to do it. And it works really, really. You were asking about metrics. And so just let me give you some metrics of the work that is being done in EDP. So of all the companies that we work with, Barbara, I think this is really, really interesting. So the ones that require the most metrics is EDP. So we need to work on different levels. So we have diversity, that's one metric. We need to achieve diversity goals. Then beyond diversity as well, we have geographies. So we have goals for geographies. Within geographies, then we have obviously then the profiles. We need to match the profiles. So lots of different layers that we need to complement to achieve the right goals at the end. So imagine when you are working a conversion campaign and you have to look at have a widespread view of what you're trying to achieve. This, you can only do this if you have, well, people that really know how to look at campaigns
Yeah.
in a, it's almost a daily basis
Yeah. Yeah.
work. So you
It's
need
a lot
to
of-
be
yeah.
super rigorous on the way you
Yeah.
are doing the attraction plan. So
Yeah.
this is all due to EDP. So it's an amazing work that's been like this, Barbara, for years. So this is not something that came out of nothing. They have been changing and have been doing this thing for several years. And when you were asking about over promoting, I understand your question, but it could only come from someone who really doesn't know EDP. Because imagine if you're a Portuguese person,
Yeah.
that question doesn't make sense. Because imagine for us, no other company in Portugal. Another example. If I'm trying to attract an electromechanical engineer,
Right.
there are few. The only company that is able to make the market move and have the most electromechanical engineers is EDP. So, and I can say it because we attract for a lot of different companies, but this is because they don't overpromise. What they say they do, they deliver. So I think this is really, it's all about metrics, and it's obviously the results. If you don't have the results, people would not apply, they would not come back, and the market would shift. If I were looking for electromechanical engineers and the first group of people said, well, this isn't what they promised, the next one would not have the same effect, and it doesn't work. Year after year after year, EDP is continuously one of the best brands for attracting STEM talent. As you know, that is not that easy to attract.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Miguel, for your compliment. And picking on what you were saying, actually, sometimes that we don't promise what we don't do. Yes, picking on that, sometimes that's even a challenge for us, because we have, for example, in the benefit side, we have many benefits in the different regions, but as we adapt to the different contexts of the countries and legal frameworks and etc., sometimes we want to be more specific when we share with the candidates what we offer, but as we work in these global campaigns, we can't be too specific, because if we do so, we are promising something that is different between our regions. So sometimes that's actually something that doesn't work on our side, because we are too careful not promising something that we don't offer
All right.
to our people.
Keeping an eye on not over promising.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's
Wow.
definitely a work in progress. So we are already working on that for many years. We still have a long way to go. And I think it really takes consistency
Yeah.
in the efforts that we put. So we can't do just one of these campaigns and then don't appear anymore, don't mention the heart is calling you to work with us anymore. So we really try to be consistent. And for example, last year, besides this communication campaign, we also activated our EVP, and we try to align this message in the other dimensions of our employer branding strategy. So, for example, in the employer branding events where we participate, this backdrop that I was saying, the stand that we use in career fairs, we reviewed it and aligned it with our creative concepts. For example, we have other engagement content that we did throughout the year, sharing the real experience of specific employees. We have our careers newsletter, which we also aligned with the new claim and the new EVP. We are now we launched in the beginning of this year the first edition of the EDP Ambassador Program with our internal employees. We also aligned that with the message that we want to share. So, yeah.
And another thing, Barbara, is they're super cautious in regards to channeling, the channels that they choose. For instance, they chose, and like in previous conversations, we talked about this, Barbara. For instance, Indeed is not that great here, but they chose for the US, they did a specific campaign with a product that only exists in the US, and they did an employer branding campaign through Indeed in Houston, in Texas. So this is obviously a smart decision in the way that you are using the channels that have the most impact for the region that you are trying to attract. So this is another example of how they just, I have to mention this also, Barbara. It's a large company. So we are talking about all of this. And sometimes I know the people in the audience are saying, of course, it helps to have more people. They have a large team, and that helps. So small companies have it's more difficult. It's not that it cannot be done. It can be done also. And these examples, I think, they help a lot. Several companies from different dimensions also to see the way to evolve. But here in this case, we are talking about a large company. So large teams, large groups that are thinking and are obviously doing brainstormings about all of this stuff. So that helps.
Yeah. It was a path. We also started from somewhere, and then we raised the bar year after year.
Yeah.
And also this type of, for example, the EBstar Awards and those kind of awards and certifications are really important for us to also raise this bar and understand, for example, in the EBstar Awards, I remember when Miguel told me about the award, he was saying, just be honest, because this is mainly for you to do this exercise, do this reflection, understand where you are, and then can build on it and improve, knowing also what other companies are doing, what are the best practices. So this is also really important in an employer branding strategy, to also understand where we are compared to the benchmark and other companies, and learn from the best practices that this kind of awards can give us.
Well, happy to hear that, because that's exactly our goal and mission, to help to grow to the stars. But congratulations once again. It proves that you're doing a lot of great job to improve your processes and be better, as what we seen and heard, it's constant optimization. That's the best way to do employee branding strategically. But also, congrats on being brave or bold, even not being afraid of, from my perspective, of being judged and being honest with the statement. Also, not over promising. So that's, I think, those are the secret sauce of employee branding these days. But I've seen a lot of companies being afraid of going with this kind of messaging, and I'm going to promote that case and use that case because I really really like it, and it was made in Portugal, so great work. Just because we are just going to finalize, just a few words. Do you have any reflections after launching the EVP and the video and the campaign itself? Do you have any reflections on if you could do something differently, or obviously it's always like that? Okay, we should go a different way or something. But is there anything you would change? And the second is like, what are you proud the most? Is there anything in your work, obviously about this case, because this is something we've seen, you're specifically proud of? That will be my last questions.
Okay, and so regarding the what could have been better, I think we have always room for improvement and things that could have been better. Sometimes we end the projects and we don't celebrate because we are already thinking, oh my god, but we should have done like this or like that.
What a good idea.
Yes, so of course, I think, as I was mentioning before, if we are always doing many things at the same time, because we were focused on this campaign, but we were also working on the other things that on the employer branding initiatives that were already ongoing, and if we maybe had more time, we should have engaged more relevant stakeholders before, having them more engaged in the project so that we could have a broader reach, also having specific teams and areas involved. So after we launched it, we of course continued this engagement, but maybe if I could change something, I would try to involve these relevant stakeholders with more time before, and also have more representation, because due to this time constraint, we had to invite only people here in Portugal, and then we didn't had much representation of the different markets, and we really wanted the video to be more representative of our people, of our different regions. Then we used some footage that we had in older pieces that we did in our regions to complement the video. But I think planning with more time, these kind of things can help to reach a better results.
Okay. So guys, remember time and buying. Time for buying, actually, to stakeholders. Yes. Perfect. And the last question about, are you proud of something specifically, or?
Yes. Okay. I'm super proud of the final result, because I think we achieved our main purpose, which was create something with the impact. And for example, seeing your reaction when we share the video, we see this reaction a lot. And that make me really proud.
Yeah.
Because we know that this bold decision, having this claim, which, as you said, can be sometimes bold, but make us really proud of what we are doing and of the value that we are adding to people that can join us in EDP.
Right. You should be proud. It's really beautiful, crafted.
Thank you
Nice
so much.
work. And I'm happy you are awarded with our employer branding star. That's well deserved. And fingers crossed for you this year. Hopefully you're going to retake the audit, and hopefully we're going to see more and more Portuguese companies worldwide on a global stage doing such a wonderful work. So
Working on it.
I bet. Fingers crossed for you. It was really great to host you, have you. Thank you, Mika, for bringing Beatriz to the podcast. And keep up good work, and fingers crossed for you guys. Just follow all the LinkedIn profiles and all the channels that EDP is on. So thank you very much. And it's hard to I have so many questions, but I know people only stay with us for 45 minutes. So thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barbara and Miguel. Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.